Today in this video, I cross a bridge, I accidentally break this pack, so then once you disconnect, wait a second, did I just break this? I share a little secret. Shh, my wife and I are having another baby, and I carry my rifle up a hill. So folks, let's go ahead and hit the trail. We're gonna take a look today at the new Vanquest Markhor-45 and see what it can do. Yep, that's right, folks. That's a big secret coming real soon, and then there will be another GT Junior running around. Super excited about it, coming real soon. So we appreciate your guys' thoughts and prayers as we draw close to adding another member to the GT family. Now, as we talk about the pack, really looking forward to showing you what this bag can do. So let's go ahead and hit some basic specs here. Have had a ton of trail time with this, carrying it in all different kinds of scenarios that you guys are gonna see here today, so I can give you guys that really thorough, comprehensive video while taking this out on the trail in the Rocky Mountains, all over elevation and Kingdom Come. So the awesome thing is, first off, Cordura fabric, super heavy duty, great material. Vanquest is known for making bomb-proof stuff with YKK zippers, and then I believe TWI plastics, you know, really high quality plastics for all the clips and different things like that. Now, the really cool thing is that this is 500 denier and 1,000 denier Cordura fabric, so it's a hybrid blend. So in certain high stress areas like the bottom of the bag and other points, it's going to be 1,000 denier, and then on certain other body panel parts, it's going to be 500 denier. I love that. I've been asking for that for years, and I love that about Vanquest in general, is that they hear from the customer and then they respond with their new designs, which I totally love. So we got a hybrid blend here of toughness and durability, but cutting down on some weight. Now, this is still a hefty pack, coming in at 6 pounds. With everything we see here, most other 45-liter bags are going to be closer to like 4 pounds, 4 to 5 pounds, just depends on the size, but they're not going to get anywhere near the capability or durability that you're going to find in this bag. So that's something you're going to need to weigh throughout this video, is the weight to performance something that you value. And this bad boy is 28 inches high. It's going to be 8.5 inches deep and 15 inches wide. Now, right now, I'm seeing wolf gray and tan on the website. Down the line, they may offer different color combinations. I even heard possibly some multi-cam options down the line. That's awesome. That would be super sweet. So the price over on the Vanquest website is going to be $270 for this pack. So I'll have links in the description below over to the website so you can see all the different details after this video. If you see value in the bag down the line when these become available on Amazon, we'll have links over to Amazon as well. It's a great way to help support the channel in that capacity as well, and the BLADEHQ links that you guys always see here. Thank you guys for supporting us in that way. Now, at $275 or $270, you really have to decide, is this everything that you need? Now, this is going to be like the Cadillac, the Ferrari, the do-everything bag at 45 liters. And you're going to see this today, I don't see another bag on the market that can do all the things that this can do for any less, that's for sure, and often much more when it comes to holding rifles and all the organization and toughness and durability that we know from Vanquest. So yeah, it's going to cost you though. You can get a 45-liter, you know, KELTY or Mountainsmith bag for about 150 bucks, for about $100, $170, about $100 less, but it's not going to have the toughness and durability, and it's not going to have anywhere near the bells and whistles and organization that you're going to find on this bag. So obviously, you need to weigh value and price to performance, and whether or not this Markhor-45 is going to have the performance that you're looking for. And Vanquest did send this over to us so that we can test it out, give it a full, thorough rundown to help you guys, the viewers, decide, is this worth throwing down your hard-earned money? That's what I always want to do here, is show you what items can do, what they can't do, and whether or not an item is going to fit inside your system. So the ride and comfortability of this pack is paramount. It has to happen. If this is designed as an all-day, possibly backpacking go bag. You've got, you know, maybe 40, 50, 60 pounds of gear in here. It better be comfortable and be able to handle that type of weight on your back without it killing you and you wanting to throw this pack on the ground after, you know, an hour on the trail. Well, I think Vanquest has done it. Man, they've taken this ladder tiered yoke system that we've seen on some companies like I believe Osprey, Mountainsmith, so that the adjustability of the yoke from top to bottom is huge. Awesome. So depending on your body type and size, that is phenomenal and super tough and durable. It's not something that's like a track system that's going to break and wear out over time. It's very tough, overstitched nylon for this attachment right here. Then you just take the whole yoke off on this ladder and move it where you need to. The yoke itself is fantastically comfortable, really well designed, great breathable mesh, nice heavy duty nylon. They've even brought the mesh over around your neck so it's not going to bite in and cut in to your body. Then we've got, you know, compression straps to bring the pack down onto you. We've got keepers for your hose. We've got an entire track system right here for your sternum strap. The sternum strap is even removable if for some reason you wanted that. We have ITW, I believe, or IWT, I can't remember, clips and plastics, so super heavy duty. You got your, you know, emergency whistle right here, fantastic. Good tracks for some breathability and to get the bag off of your back a little bit, which is really nice. Overly built cushion right here, so it's like about almost an inch thick of breathable mesh and then cushion to give you that comfortable ride with heavy loads. And I've carried about 40 to 50 pounds in this bag for multiple treks, and I love it. And then a really good lumbar area, fantastic belt for your hip belt. Works fantastic. It's going to even have pull towards you tabs, you know, Velcro keepers to keep all the extra nylon away. Really nice, good clips again, and PALS webbing on the side of the belts. So I can put my medical kit. That's a major selling point. You could put a pistol, a holster, different things like that, other, you know, whatever modularity you would want to do, and even more compression right here, bringing the bag up against your body. So Vanquest has blown it out of the park, and I would put this on par with any of the best backpacking style backpacks I own from Mountainsmith or KELTY, and they have done a fantastic job executing that and bringing their heavy duty capabilities that we're seeing in this pack to the next level with comfortability and longevity on the trail and giving you great ride for hours and hours on the trail. So there's nothing new under the sun. I'm sure Vanquest isn't the first company to do this, but they're the first company I've ever seen do this. What they have done on the top loading portion here, it is all one piece. It's not like a separate piece, you know, that you take off from the bag, but they've done a double tier system. So we got great, you know, loops here, good little pull tabs, easy to open up with those YKK zippers. I have a huge dump pouch right here that I can put, you know, hats and gloves and different things like that. Very large. You could easily fit one of their extra large organizers in here, their fat packs and different things like that, medical kits. Another awesome part with this top loader is if you're inside the bag and you forgot that something is on the exterior, instead of constantly going back and forth like this, there is an interior zipper right here that gets me to that top giant main compartment where I have my beanie and my schmog earlier. Fits perfectly, so you can easily access different things. That's another little nice pass through. Really like that. But then they have a smaller one above that. So you're getting a double tiered system right here. That, again, that high visibility orange. You can put all sorts of smaller items, particularly like your cell phone, your keys, different things like that. The only thing I would have liked to see would have been a key keeper in this one, so I could put my keys and like my wallet up in here. That's what I would put in here, and that would just make it so that it wouldn't fall out, you know, when I unzip this and then I'm rummaging in the grass trying to find my keys. That would be the only critique, but this double layer system gives me a lot of organization on the top of the bag. Okay, so we're gonna park here for a minute. This is one of the craziest aspects to the bag that has so much going on, and I'm sure I'm going to miss a few things in detail with this, but I'll do my best for you here. Now, this is like a beaver tail setup that I'm going to show you in a second, whereas this is a secondary panel that can be compressed or relaxed depending on what you're putting through there. That also handles a rifle, which is awesome, that we're going to get to. Now, on this first side here, you can see we have shot cord. I have my outdoor research jacket that I use all the time, my Ferocity. That thing goes with me everywhere. Easily fits in there, really good lashing points. And then they have this little, I can't remember what they're calling it, I think like a dam tail or something like that, duck tail. Down here, this little rubber extra little cup, make sure that it's not going to slide out, you know, because this is kind of a sheeny material. These that can tend to happen sometimes, you know, jackets will slide out. This kind of helps keep it. It's a new feature they're doing on a lot of their packs, and I love it. Very versatile, and it really helps it out without giving you this whole extra panel to worry about. Now it can be completely uncinched with 4 different lashing points that can be completely removed, so this thing can completely come off, and we're going to show that to you in just a second. And the 5th attachment right here, come on you dang thing. Oh, did I just break it? No, just kidding. Nice and tough, durable. Very, very, very durable setup here. But just to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at, then we have underneath that this MOLLE horizontal panels here that have the attachments for the rifle, and we're going to go ahead and cut to that as I describe just how this rifle works and this setup. And I don't believe it's their DAM is how they pronounce it, carry system for your AKs, ARs, and different items like that, or just a long gun, a hunting gun. Works really, really well. Was super impressed with it. So this DAM system, which stands for Durable Arms Management System, is pretty ingenious. You just fold down, you basically disconnect the beaver tail from the top, leave it attached at the bottom. They even have embroidered right and left, so it's very simple and pretty easy to understand how to make this little basket that then holds the stock of your rifle or the bottom of your bow if you're into bow hunting, and then you have that horizontal MOLLE all the way up the back of the pack, and it comes with 2 standard what's called 1-inch Velcro, or excuse me, 1-inch nylon straps with that with the orange clips, so that you can attach the barrel and really secure the firearm. So basically, any long gun, doesn't matter what type of design or style, or most types of bows are going to be able to be lashed to the back of the pack. And I got to tell you, this is ultra secure. I was really impressed with how secure it was. I climbed over stuff, was bending down. I was a little concerned that the lower part would get snagged on stuff or just be bumping in my legs. Never touched my legs, didn't bother me in any way, shape, or form, and really gave me a lot of security for the firearm. And I could easily trek all over with the firearm or the bow attached without concern of it getting loose or disconnecting and falling up off the bag. So there you have it with the rifle, or you can just completely remove it if for some reason you just wanted to cut down on some weight and you didn't see the need for it, and you can lash other things through here. Again, shock cord on one side with other attachments. Fantastic. I mean, I could just talk all day about this. Other side, so I could reverse it and put it this way. So now the shock cord is interior, and that's how I would carry it if I'm carrying a tent or a tarp. This is how I would actually do it, just so that shock cord and the compression straps that come for the rifle, if I was carrying this with a tent or a tarp, that's how I would want to carry it, just to kind of keep it all nice and secure. But now I have another MOLLE panel with more Velcro and a hidden compartment as well that's about the whole size of the tail. That is really nice and large, again, high visibility, and that's where I stash those rifle straps. So I really believe this entire beaver tail piece is ultra innovative, using it for shock cord, MOLLE compatibility, compression, or rifle carry is ridiculous. And again, just everything that my brain can come up with, I feel like Vanquest has done with this design. And it's not just a gimmick, it's something that actually is super, super functional, and that takes a creative mind, and they got some creative minds over there in the Vanquest team. And these compression straps that attach to that tail portion that we've been looking at, they even have little hideaway pockets, so you can stash those away and tuck them in there if you're not using them, so you don't have these straps flapping around. They literally, again, thought of everything. So we have 2, again, giant YKK zippers with huge pulls, so it's easy to get to open the main compartment. They do have luggage lock loops on those YKKs, so again, if you're traveling overseas and using this, it does have that capability, so people aren't going to be jacking with your contents, which is pretty sweet. So as we open the main compartment here, this is something that we're going to touch on a couple different aspects to the bag, and it's going to go about 3/4 of the way down, just so you can kind of get a picture for all of that. On this side here, we have 2 really nice honeycomb mesh see-through compartments, so I can kind of get a read on what's going on, this part being larger, this one being a little bit smaller, but I really like that. Any of my other bags that are like this don't usually have any organization in the giant dump compartment. It's just a giant dump, and you just got to work with what you got. This adds a level of like day packing and just more organization. That's something that Vanquest is known for. If you don't like organizing stuff, don't buy a Vanquest bag. If you like organizing stuff, they are the way to go, and have their own compartments for everything. So you could easily get like a full-size medical kit in here, different things like that in these 2 pockets on the back panel. That is a massive plus that you're not going to find with most KELTYs and Mountain Smith and Ospreys that are on the market. Okay, so when we actually talk about the contents of the bag and actual size, you know, 45 liters, me personally, I'm usually on the trail with 70 to 80 liter bags when I'm doing multi-day backpacking, because I got drones, I got camera gear, I got food, supplies, gear I'm testing, all kinds of stuff. And the sleeping system that I carry is somewhat bulky and large. Some people can do it way lighter. And I think that this backpack, as long as you plan it right, you could get about 4 days of backpacking, so a long weekend out of this pack. So this is what I would suggest. This is my system, and I'm actually about to go backpacking for several days with my family. When I am filming this, I will be taking an 80 liter Mountain Smith bag when I do that, because of how much gear I carry. Down the line, I would love to see larger liters in this exact same format, and I think I would transition to this over my Mountain Smiths, but for the time being, 45 liters. As this could easily do a medium size sleeping bag. You could get a couple changes of clothes, including like a coat, all of your food supplies in this main compartment, and even maybe a small camera, something like that, as long as you laid it out like that. Now this right here is my clothing, my sleeping pad, and my sleeping bag, and it's taking up all the space. I don't have any room for food, and I don't have any room for any of my other gear that I'm taking with me. So as long as you do a sleeping bag, your clothing, and your food in the main compartment, I think you'll be solid. Then as long as you can do your sleeping pad or sleeping roll strapped to the bottom of the bag, and then you can do either your 1 or 2 man tent on the interior, or excuse me, on the exterior tail that we've been looking at with the shock cord and all that, stuff it in between, as long as it would fit in there, you could do it. So as long as your sleeping system and your bedroll are on the outside of the bag, you could absolutely do a 4-day backpacking trip, I believe, with this setup. So what's awesome is that it does have a really nice large bladder pouch. So I have a 70-ounce bladder here, really large port, very good, nice grip to hold the bag and the bladder so it's not sinking down. And then this is the point where you have that polymer sheet in there to give it the rigidness to really support the weight that you need in this size of bag. Then we have Velcro as well as MOLLE compatibility on this as well. So you could organize the heck out of this for a day pack or a survival kit or something like that, or a go bag, and you have that capability, either Velcro or MOLLE organizational pouches, Velcro wings that go the entire length on either side, and then again, the massive visibility. So they have really laid this thing out well. You can think of the organization, you can do it in this main compartment. Now we're gonna look at the sides here, and here's just another example of Vanquest just going to the next level. Every bell and whistle that you can think of on the sides of packs. I own a lot of larger day pack kind of framed and sized packs that waste a lot of space and capability on the sides of the bag. Vanquest has taken care of that. They do have a grab handle for if you were using this to, say, trek across Europe or something like that, just a luggage grab handle right here, and it's still flush enough that it's not going to catch onto a lot of stuff if you're going through deep brush. Down here we have our water bottle pouch with elastic all the way around. I have a 48-ounce silo Nalgene. These are the big massive ones. Easily fits in there. You could easily get a military canteen with a military canteen cup, so you could boil water. Those easily fit in here, and the bottle lid will just basically go right above here. Then they give you a nice set of shock cord with a keeper here, so that not only could you shock cord different items, regardless if it's your water bottle. So now, the water bottle doesn't want to just fall out. I love that. A lot of other bags don't offer that. They just have this pocket, and you bend over and your water bottle falls out. Then just above that is a massive wall of their laser cut MOLLE, low profile, so it doesn't look very tactical, but super functional. This is a huge waste of space usually on large packs like this. So I have been able to utilize it with a Hazard 4 organizer pouch that I can do all of my cooking supplies in. I have my Stanley camp cook set in there, as well as a stove, and I can carry that on the side of the bag, and I'm having extra modularity on the side for more organization, enlarge the capability, and I still have access that any 32-ounce Nalgene would easily fit right underneath here in the pouch. You're also going to find dual compression straps, which is fantastic, both top and bottom, to either cinch this down if you don't have a lot in there and you're just doing a day hike, or to really expand it out, or lash other items to, like tripods and things like that, which is what I would do a lot of the time when I am on the trail. And here at the bottom of the bag, not only are we going to see that 1000 denier nylon again, so we're going to have a really tough bottom, love that. very durable, so it's gonna last a long time. But again, not wanting to waste any space. Not only have they taken a cue from many backpacking style backpacks that I love, giving us a dual zippered pocket down here that is separate from the giant main compartment. So you could put like wet gear in here, shoes that you don't want to get, you know, the rest of your clothing and items nasty with. Very, very cool that it's separated from the rest of the body. But I have my Vanquest. This is one of their newer organizers. This has all my survival kit in there. I can have that right there at the bottom, easily accessible, and then stuff that guy back in there. Great for, you know, sandals, different things like that. So that's a big plus, you know, with a nice loop over those zippers, again, YKK, to help fight against rain and that type of thing. But then we have tons of lashing points down here, and with the trekking pole lashes here, you can run them through, cross them back over, so you could do a bed roll or different things like that. Well, folks, it's time to say sayonara, sign off for today, and just give you my final thoughts on the bag. I don't know what to say about this pack. I mean, the intricacies and the attention to detail that Vanquest put into this to hit literally about anything and everything I can think of is mind-boggling to really comprehend. So if you guys like what you see here, you will not be disappointed. I think you're going to see this a lot. I know you're going to see this a ton on the trail in videos to come, because this has more augmentation and capability than any of my other larger day packs that I use for filming and testing out gear. So I mean, this is mind-boggling, and I'm in love. So thank you guys so much for coming over here today and checking out the channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. If you're not a current subscriber, I'd invite you to become part of the GT family. You regular subscribers, you guys are awesome. Hit that bell icon next to the subscription button to make sure that these videos show up in your newsfeed. And guys, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.